Sometimes things get hard. You feel like there ain't many choices available to you. You wanna go somewhere, talk to someone, but there's nothing. You feel stuck and the future feels uncertain. It's when things get like this, you start feeling hopeless. And feeling hopeless is not a long way from feeling desperate and making choices you might not have made if things had been different.
The Student Commission on Knife Crime in London is a group of over 30 students from 7 different colleges in London. We've been working together on this project to understand and discuss knife crime, looking at the different causes and solutions which actually come from young people.
The conversations we've had and some of the personal stories people have shared with us have been really powerful and insightful. It's got us feeling like we can really do something about this problem that's affecting our communities. The young people have got to be part of the solution. We produced this film to bring it all together and get other young people to have these conversations too.
Here are some of the things we had to say when asked our opinion on the issues surrounding knife crime. The stigma attached to knife crime is that they all wear tracksuits and are black or some sort of colour, when in reality you could be of any ethnicity, colour, gender or dressed anyhow and still be led to pick up a knife.
People always assume that because you're holding a knife that you're always out there just to make quick money in it. It's not good to have a knife on road and that, but then at the same time it could be for various reasons.
Knife crime only happens in big cities. It happens everywhere.
Not everyone who carries knife is involved in a gang. Many young people carry knife out of fear and vulnerability.
That young people involved in knife crime don't care about their own lives or the lives of others.
That young people's mental health isn't affected by knife crimes. Many young people suffer from mental health issues like PTSD.
Instead of prison time, I think that when an underage person is caught with a knife, they should go through counselling sessions so they can learn about knife crime and how to prevent it and all the consequences that goes through.
There needs to be more support with careers and finding a job for young people. This means they'll be less likely to commit knife crime if they have something to do, a job, taking on roles and responsibilities.
I want to see an education system that encourages young people to boost their confidence and increase their self-worth.
Young people need more role models to look up to.
Give more opportunities to young people. Let us know about the different opportunities out there.
Like just reopen youth centres, keep it real, make sure everyone gets there, and it's all about peace and love at the end of the day.
The government's got to start listening to young people if they want to end to knife crime.
From our discussions, it's clear that there are underlying issues fueling knife crime amongst young people. When people in the government or the media talk only about gang violence, drill music and postcode wars, they overlook the internal factors that play a crucial role in the choices young people make during some of the most vulnerable moments in our lives.
Limited safety nets like youth clubs and community programmes play a role. Lack of trust in the government and police play a role. The strain on mental health services play a role. So what role can we as students and a wider society play? To find out, we went to speak to some of the people working on the ground every day to try and end knife crime.
My name's Paris. I am a rapper from Nottingham working with Student Commission, and at the moment I am recording new music and I have a podcast ready to drop.
My name is Anthony Scott. I work for an organisation called AIM Learning, and we do lots of work with young people, predominantly males, around trying to divert them from offending to live pro-social lives.
What do people get wrong about the causes of knife crime?
One of the main things that a lot of people kind of blame is poor parenting, and they blame the parents. But I think that there's a number of factors that impact serious youth violence.
I think that people believe that knife crime is directly to do with gangs and that kind of culture, but in reality it's a bigger problem than just gangs. It's in everyone's communities everywhere. These young people feel like they haven't got choices. They need to be shown that there's other choices rather than being on the streets carrying knives.
Why are young people most involved or affected by knife crime?
I think because there's a lack of things for them to do around the areas that they live in, communities.
Most young people are affected by knife crime because of fear. Most young people are fearful and they believe that they are going to be victims of serious youth violence. Hence why younger people are more prone to carry a weapon and more likely to use that weapon around conflict because they don't have the capacity to resolve conflict in a way where it's respectful. A role model nurtures, they counsel, they provide guidance, they provide boundaries. And without appropriate role models, people are not understanding the transitions from adolescence to adulthood.
Can we end knife crime? If so, how?
My personal opinion is that the only way to truly end knife crime is to tackle poverty, because poverty is one of the greatest drivers of serious youth violence. And until you address poverty, then you're always going to have criminality. And if you have criminality, unfortunately, part of criminality is that violence is involved.
A small group of people cannot feel like they're going to end this problem. It is something that everybody has to be involved in. Parents, teachers, police, the government, everyone.
You've heard from lots of different people today, talking about their experiences and opinions. Now it's time for you to have your say.
Knife crime affects young people more than any other group. As students, we gather every day to learn together. That's why we think the more our voices are heard, the sooner things will change.
As students, we need to keep talking to each other, to our communities within college and outside, and to our leaders. Let's make our voices heard and challenge those in power to do more.
Who can front the longest in the ends? It's kind of like a race and it's hard to think of winning with negativity in your face. I'm going through a struggle, my life feels like a puzzle. I'm trapped inside my mind, feels like I'm floating in a bubble. We get toxic traits, intoxicating days, so we wash away the power of our brains that leaves us drained. Yes, you've heard it all before, but we want to live for more. A better way to look at things, to help our future soar. To celebrate our peers with positivity, not war. If one can tell another, they pass on to friends. We can surely change the question to who's building and winning in the ends.